Okay, joining us now, Senator Roger Marshall. He serves on Senate Health, Senate Homeland Security, Budget, and Agriculture. He's a very busy senator. Thanks for joining us, Senator. It's good to see you again. Okay, Senator, this is one of those stories that just feels so over the top that you're like, it doesn't feel like it's registering yet in the media. So we just want to make sure we get this right. You personally hired a federal investigator, Diane Cutler. She looked through 50,000 pages of documents. She found potentially tens of millions of dollars in overpayments of U.S. taxpayer money, research grants to China's Wuhan Labs, that they double billed. Is that all true?
Yeah, Elizabeth, it absolutely is. I've reviewed all those documents multiple times. So essentially, what happens here is EcoHealth is a non-government entity that collates money from around the world, from the U.S. government, and then used it to fund gain-of-function research in Wuhan, China. And what we found is not only was the USAID paying for the grant, but additionally NIH was paying for exactly the same grant, the same scientists, working with scientists from China who were working with the Chinese military.
So
it's that simple.
Why weren't they checking with each other?
Well, that's a great question, but they were even more blatant than that. EcoHealth literally lied to the NIH. They asked them about this. Aren't you getting some type of funding for this already? And they said, no, that grant ended, but actually they had a part 2 ready to go as well. So I think it was blatant deceit and horrible use of taxpayer dollars.
Can EcoHealth be prosecuted?
You know, absolutely, and I'm very confident right now that the USAID Office of Inspector General is working up a case against them. We sure hope the FBI will join them as well. We think the FBI has more information. Obviously, the FBI was the first government agency to say this virus most likely leaked from a laboratory in Wuhan as well. So I think working together, we can prosecute the case.
So you're breaking news on the Evening Edit right now. But does this include the Wuhan, China laboratory, where the origin of the coronavirus pandemic may be? I mean, does it include that lab too, the Virology Institute in Wuhan?
Absolutely. So again, EcoHealth got $122 million from 10 different agencies within the federal government.
Wait, say that again. 122. Dating back since when through when? $122 million bucks to EcoHealth? Right. Dating back to when?
That would have been from 2002 to 2020. And then portions of that, probably tens of millions of dollars, were used at the Wuhan lab. But we need to see those. And EcoHealth is out of compliance with their grants, and we're still giving them more grants. EcoHealth should be sharing those grants with us. They should be sharing the DNA that they worked with China in that Wuhan lab as well. And that's where we would find the origins of COVID.
You know, let me back up. So because the Government Accountability Office, the GAO, estimates the cost of the pandemic to the U.S. was $10 trillion. Let me say it again, $10 trillion. So with a shutdown of any information coming out of Communist China, how could federal officials, particularly Francis Collins or Dr. Fauci, be morally certain that the pandemic was not the product of a lab leak? And how come they have been stonewalling the media on how they've been funding dangerous supervirus research in China? They've been stonewalling the Washington Post for a long time about this. The Washington Post had to do their own investigation finding the money.
Right, Elizabeth. So this was a very purposeful cover-up. As we continue to look through all these emails, I believe there's a preponderance of evidence that show that this virus came from Wuhan, China, and that Dr. Fauci and Dr. Collins covered it up. If you think about the smoking guns, which were so obvious out there, you know, number one is just the geographical location. What was the chances of a bat virus pandemic starting next to one of the 3 laboratories that investigates this? They never gave us, number 2 was they never gave us an intermediate host. For SARS and MERS, it only took 6 months. They never found a progenitor, a grandfather, a cousin of the COVID virus anywhere. Additionally, there was a perfect protein spike and this furin cleavage that outside I'd like to go into detail sometime. And finally, they took down all the DNA lab evidence as well. So you take this preponderance of evidence, it would show that this virus started in Wuhan, China. You go through the emails, a very purposeful cover-up by Dr. Fauci and Dr. Collins.
Truly lack of oversight, right? By the part of Dr. Fauci, is that what you're saying? Dr. Francis Collins? No oversight of what they were doing with the money?
You know, I think just in general, that our grants are out of control. Congress needs to go back and look at all these different agencies. Why in the world is USAID doing any type of research on viral gain of function in China? It's way outside of their lane. Why is the Department of Defense funding the same type of research as well? I think we need to have a huge amount of oversight and go back and figure out exactly where all the money's going. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to follow the money.
Senator Marshall, pleasure having you on, sir. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll stay on the story. It's good to see you.